That has been a discussion in Austin as long as I can remember.
And with this year's record-breaking summer temperatures and a winter storm that knocked out power to a third of Austin Energy's customers, some of you have been asking again whether there should be more accountability and oversight for the city's power provider, Austin Energy. KXAN investigator Avery Travis took your utility questions to city leaders.
Right now, Austin Energy reports directly to the city manager and elected city council members. But we found many other large municipally owned utilities in the country report instead to an independent board, people elected or appointed to focus solely on operations of the utility. We dug into Austin's history to find it's been considered here before.
And it was warmer in the refrigerator than it was inside the apartment.
Everybody in Austin has their own memories from February 2021.
I wasn't ready for Armageddon because an inch of snow to me is like nothing.
The year before, Julie Beth moved here from Chicago.
I jumped on Nextdoor and was looking for just where to get food and water because I hadn't stocked up.
That's how she met Jessica Parker and a group of other neighbors who started digging into why their power had gone out and who was responsible. 2 years later, when another storm hit,
to see that we weren't doing much better and we were putting people in a similar predicament to be in that severe danger again was quite upsetting.
Their group began researching how other utilities are governed, talking to experts about whether the creation of an independent board over Austin Energy might provide closer oversight and more expertise. It's a question Austinites have asked before. Documents dating back decades show city leaders seriously considered this move in the 90s. The idea ultimately failed, only to resurface in 2012. The city again studied different types of governance, and the city's Electric Utility Commission again recommended an independent board.
I don't think it would continue to be revived if it wasn't a good enough idea, or at least direct us to something that will work better for Austin.
The city manager in 2012 disagreed, arguing that city council oversight actually creates more transparency and open government. Kaiba White with advocacy group Public Citizen also opposed the idea of appointed board members, and still does.
But it would be exacerbated if the average person and residents as a whole don't have the opportunity to hold leadership accountable at the ballot box.
At the time, she was pleased with the decision to create a special city council committee to spend more time overseeing utility decisions, but still thinks there's more room for oversight and more citizen involvement.
We can always do better in that regard, and we ought to, as I hear you say that, I'll look into that.
We sat down with Mayor Kirk Watson, who's been involved in these discussions since his first term as mayor. He says he's always been of the opinion that a professional or independent board could help take politics out of utility management.
Either way, if you have a well-operated, well-done, well-run professional/independent board, or you don't have that and you have a city council that serves, you're going to have things that I'll be able to point to in both instances that say, well, that's better than that. And you're going to have instances where you say, well, that was a mistake and they didn't do well. So you can't throw the baby out with the bathwater because there really is no perfect system.
We'll also note one of those governance studies in 2012 was conducted by a man named Bob Kahn. He was recently appointed as the new head of Austin Energy. We asked him for his take.
I think that whatever the city council decides on governance is the right thing that they got to do. I will do whatever the city council asks me to do.
We also heard from a city spokesperson who said there have not been any discussions as of late about a change in governance at Austin Energy. But you can hear more from those city leaders online right now at KXAN.com under the Investigations tab. In the studio, Avery Travis, KXAN Investigates.